Hi friends, Andy Vegan. Today I make a beet juice, another one, and it's my gentle juice fasting day. Once a week I do it, just drinking lots and lots and lots of liquids. I take the fiber out of the ingredients, juice it, for example, plant milks too, or veggie broth, right? So the fiber is gone from the ingredients, and then I just drink lots of liquid. The body's cleansing and restoring tissues, memories, reorganized, let go what's not needed, all that. That's fasting. It has an old tradition in all cultures almost, I don't know, forever. Now we do it on purpose. Formerly they did it because they had no food. There was no industrial food production, so they had food or no food. They had to eat and they had to fast all the time. But culture made it a technique, a culture technique, and now it's in all religions, and also in the Western culture, medical science is using it to better get healthier, to keep healthy, to reduce weight. Well, not so much, but it's cleansing, I would say. But I make these juices, once a week I make a new juice. That is a new flavor, a new delight, and the ingredients while fasting, I taste them better. I can taste it more. The senses are enhanced, and so I go deeper. What the ingredients do to my body, because they've taken the fiber away. That's what the juicer does, for example, or the mesh, or you can use other tools, not milk bags or so. So the fiber that goes away, that is important on a regular day of eating. The fiber is one of the most important things in the food that the digestion can really work on. Fiber is that what cannot be digested by the body by itself, but it still has some nutrients, important nutrients that come with the fiber. When the bacteria digest the fiber and separate from the nutrients, they also produce nutrients that are important. And if you don't have the fiber, you don't have those nutrients. There's certain kind of plant nutrients they deliver. They're important, and they also moderate how fast you take the nutrients in. So for a healthy intestine, for a healthy life, for a healthy diet, fiber is most important. And most people in the Western culture don't eat enough fiber, and that is a big cause of disease, one of the most important ones. So very important. But on a fasting day, everything is different. I take the fiber away and only have the juice and the nutrients, the essence. So an important part of the plant is away. That has to be understood. But on a fasting day, the body produces energy in a different level, a different way. It's called ketosis. If you reduce the calories, that's the different definition of fasting, reducing of calories over a certain time, and the body has a need. It doesn't get enough energy from the food as it's used to, and it begins to produce energy, generate energy in a new way. It's more efficient. It's called ketosis. It burns ketones, smaller molecules. Sugar is a large molecule. That's what it usually burns. That's our fuel for the cells. But on a fasting day, it burns ketones. That's more efficient, gets more energy faster. So that's easier and has many other effects, and that's also complicated. But I don't go into that now. Just say it's a different metabolism, the way the body generates energy on a fasting day, so the juices that I make, they give me greater satisfaction, and I get the flavor and the feelings and what the juice, the nutrients do to my body. I get a better understanding of that, deeper insight. That's fascinating. So one thing I learned from juicing is the fantastic flavors I can produce with beets. It's a one large red beet. It's crunchy and fresh, that's important. And by itself, it's had a lot of sugar, a lot of energy. It gives you power, strength, longer workout, more endurance. That's scientifically proven. Beet is a really fantastic food, very healthy, powerful earth flavor, and it had a lot of sugar also. But it don't taste that much. When you drink the beet juice on its own, it scratches in the throat. There are a lot of reasons for that, but it doesn't matter. If I produce it and juice it together with sweet and sour fruit, all of a sudden the beet tastes fantastic, no more scratching, and all kinds of flavor come out. I guess that is because the sugars are released from these hidden in the earth that they have, the dense earth flavor that is broken up. It is released. That's how I understand it. I don't know the science about it, but somehow the flavors come out in all kinds of colors. Fantastic. And so the main thing today, one of the main things today to make my beet juice today is the grape. They are really sweet. Grapes are right now in season in autumn, and they're super sweet. Grapes have to be sweet because they make wine that need alcohol is transformed, fermentation from sugar into alcohol. So the more sugar they have, the better the wine will be, they say. The grapes are for that fantastic, and a lot of juice that they have also, easy to juice. And I found they lift the beet flavors into the seventh heaven. As I recently said, it's so fantastic to juice beets with these sweet grapes. You gotta try that. I was surprised. It's so fantastic. I do that, and at the same time, I add two herbs that are very powerful from the mint family, from the Mediterranean. There are thousands of years cultivation of all these herbs. The mint family, of course, the mint is the most prominent of all of them. Summer herb that makes you fresh breath and also cools you down in summer. Has a very strong flavor. Everybody knows mint, I guess. And here is thyme. And no, that's not thyme. That's thyme. Thyme is also one of the mint family. Very powerful flavor too. Wow, very strong earth flavor. I take it off from the stems. They have wooden stems. They are very tiny, small leaves here. It's a little bit of work to loosen them from the stems. You see, that's what thymes look like. Thyme. They're little bushes. And I have a half of a when you shop them, you can also grow them on your own. But they're growing in a very hot climate in the Mediterranean. They're very powerful and strong resistance against heat, and very strong flavors too. The flavors are also to resist the heat. They're powerful, and they all have different benefits. Thyme, mint, they're all different. And one way to experience that, to feel that, is to make them in a juice. Then you feel it, right? What happens, right? And I will try thyme for the first time today together with mint. I made some mint juices with grapes and beets. That's delicious. It was wonderful. You shape the beet flavor with different ingredients. The grapes make it higher, delicious, delightful, and the mint gives it a power bang, a zing. And now let's see what the thyme does. I will find out. And in addition to that, I have 3 fruit that I use in many juices now, because these 3 standard fruit, orange, apple, and pear, they are perfect balanced combo. Maybe that's our most common fruit here, and apples, pears, and oranges. But I haven't seen any juices, commercial juices, where they have this combination here. Apples and pears, same amount. Pears are right in season, but they're together. Somehow that seems to be a fantastic balance. Orange here too, also almost the same amount. Yeah. Orange, apple, pear, the 3 classics together make a wonderful juice, and also help vegetable juices. They are usually a little bit bitter, make it delicious. So I usually use veggies and greens, and so one hand, and the other hand is then fruit, sweet and sour fruit. These together make delicious juices. Very simple. The ratio is usually 1:1. 1 part fruit, 1 part veggies. So then you have, as a rule of thumb, you have a good, delicious juice. Only veggies is difficult. When you have a carrot, that is easy. You can just juice carrots and enjoy. But the carrot is good. You have a wonderful juice. But that is the exception, rather. Anyway, beets, for example, you cannot just juice beets. Some people say they can. I can't. If I do that, it begins to scratch, and trouble. It's not unhealthy, but it is not pleasant. So for the most veggies, I would say half fruit, half a veggie is the rule of thumb, and then you can add more fruit or more veggies as you like. And what I also add is lemon and ginger. I like that. That is like a enhancer of the others. It doesn't so much as add a new flavor like the thyme or the mint or so. It rather enhances the other ingredients. Ginger is the fire. It makes everything more absorbable. Yeah, it gives more from the same. When you add ginger, the fire is good for digestion. They say in India, where they have all the knowledge of the herbs and so. And lemon keeps it fresh. Keeps it from deterioration, from oxidations, antioxidants. So let's see what happens if I juice that. It's a big juice, 9 ingredients. That's a complex juice. Beet juices are, in general, complex, the flavors. But you can make it very simple, just beet and pear, a little lemon, then you have a juice, a nice juice, or beet and orange, very simple juice that goes. But I have done that, and now I go a little bit more into complex to explore the thyme today. Thyme and mint with the grapes. Let's see. I come back in a sec with the juices done, and then I'll show you. Yeah, a lot of juice here. It's almost 2 liters, and it's a beautiful color. And it's a very complex flavor, tied a little bit. But I will now taste it after the final result is done. I had, of course, 2 batches here. I have to, to make it even, right? To pour something from the one to the other and back to the other, so that everything is mixed equally. So now I didn't taste it yet. I try that now, and let's see. I'm very excited. I never made a juice with thyme, I guess. I never did. It's a very different flavor, very characteristic. Now I'm excited what it does to the beet. Let's see. Texture is also nice. It's runny, but still a little bit substance, a little bit creamy it is. But that's the pear, usually. The pear does that. It's a little bit softer, makes the juice creamier. Orange would usually make the juice runnier and so forth. Yeah. The beet is fresh and crunchy, also gets a runny juice. The pear makes it a little bit. I will show you the juice as it flows into the glass in a moment. But first, most importantly, let's taste it. Let's see. Well, yeah, powerful flavor. I can feel the antibacterial power of the thyme. There's many health benefits, as they say. They say it's against acne. Certain kinds of cancer can be fought. It is also bringing down blood pressure. It's alleviating a cough. So many things. Very powerful antibacterial stuff in there. Has that flavor to it. You feel it. It's a very strong. You know thyme. You recognize immediately. It's very special. And yeah, it fits to the beet. The beet is a sweet and powerful earth flavor, and the grape makes it higher and lighter, shinier, more brilliant, and the thyme then gives it a stamp. Wow, power. And the mint makes it fresher too. Yeah. So let's see. I will show you what it looks like. So I try always a little bit to describe the flavors. I know that is very metaphorical. You don't really understand literally the meaning, but it's my feeling. Sometimes I read about describing flavors with words, and they recommend the guys who do that professionally. They say you should use images, just like images from the imagination, to try to kind of get a little bit close to the feeling what you have when you experience that, taste that. And they were very, very personal also, of course. You maybe cannot relate to that. I try anyway. I travel a little bit. Always, it's a world of flavors I live in when I make a new recipe every day. Flavors are so important because, the science is always a little behind. The science of food and nutrition has to do with usually with health issues, people that are sick. And when they say something is healthy, they refer to people that are sick. Not everybody is sick, but many people are sick nowadays, and so science tries to find out what food can do to that. Food is the main contributor to healthy life, more than even gymnastics or movement. Food is the number one. Interesting. They have found out, there are reasons to that, but they are limited, limited to the nutrients they can test, and one plant can have 2,000 nutrients, up to more than that. And how do you want to test that? And there is something like food synergy. Synergy means working together. So nutrients that work together, and they create new effects. You can imagine thousands for one plant. We have 30,000 or more edible plants. How ever would you want to do that with science to figure out all the different nutrients? So we are, of course, very much relying on ourselves, our feelings, what we feel with our bodies, our systems, what these juices or nutrients, plants do to us. They're all wonderful. Edible plants are always healthy in general, if they're edible, right? And because in general, and in which way they help, and so that I like to find out a little bit by using myself as an experiment, laboratory, my body. Yeah, these juices are fantastic for that because they are the essence of the plants. The fiber here is out. It's not nutritional, with the exception of the nutrients that are produced when the bacteria work on the fiber, take it out, and then they produce some nutrients that are very important too. So there are some in the fiber. But even without the nutrients, the fiber would be important for the digestion. Digestion is 70% of the immune system. So it's very important to have enough fiber every day. Whole food, plant-based diet is called in science, and that's what we need to eat, the best diet. And of course, balance with different kinds of plants all the time. That's why I make a new recipe every single day, to enjoy the endless vegan variety, the gift of nature we have, all these plants for us to eat. Yeah, before I was the same recipes before I make my videos here. About 10 or 11 years ago I began, and now I have so many, and it's so exciting. Every day making a recipe, I learn something new. I didn't never do that before. It's a whole new way of looking at food and making food. Make my own recipes now every day, and so forth. Okay, this juice is fantastic. I like it. It's completely new. I never tasted it before. Very complex. 9 ingredients. That's a lot in my view. I begin with 3 usually, and then I add a little bit, and I always make something new. And so let's see what happens when I enjoy that. I drink that slowly, of course. The fiber lets it. Without the fiber, the nutrients go into the bloodstream right away, and that can cause sugar spikes, and that's not healthy. It disturbs the system of the body, and insulin can be shoved into the blood, and you get insulin resistant. All these bad things happen if you drink too much, too fast, can happen. So I don't do that. I drink slowly, sip by sip. So a juice on a fasting day is to me like a meal on a regular day. Drink it slowly, enjoy the flavors, the fragrances, the color, the texture, and feel what it does. And it's, in general, beet juices are really strengthening. In the morning on a fasting day, that gives me power. It's very nice. Other juices like greens are refreshing. And there are other juices, all kinds of juices. These are very complex. There are all kinds of ingredients in it. And they have complex benefits, of course, and flavors, and so, and it's exciting. So, again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. And if you go to Facebook and find a page called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting, you find my recipes there, my juice recipes, and a moon fasting calendar for the best fasting days. There are some special days, but like full moon and new moon and so forth, but never mind. Once a week is my pattern. It's part of my regular diet, but I don't eat once a week and forever, so to say. And that's when the fasting gets interesting, really. One day can be fascinating. Gentle juice fasting is gentle. I don't push myself. If I feel to eat something, I eat something. I don't push myself. Something that feels not so good, a headache comes, so I eat something, doesn't matter. But regularly, um, it has to be gentle. That means I have to feel great all the time. That is the meaning of gentle in this context. Non-violence to yourself and to others. And so if I can be gentle to myself, I can keep going all the time. And when I do that, after years and years of doing that, layer and layer and layer go down into the personality, the history, what's hidden a long time ago, comes up. After some time, the body releases all these things and heals itself too. And yeah, that is a long time effect. It's very, very patient one has to be to get that done. And of course, if you have a medication or so, a doctor's prescription, should see a doctor and ask if you can do the fasting. Because when you fast and you have a medication or a medication, the measurements, the dosage of what you have in the medication can change without you changing your dosage, because the body behaves in a different way on a fasting day. All of a sudden you have an overdose because you eat the same amount of pills and the body reacts in a different way. So that has to be, of course, discussed with the doctor, the medical professional. And so, but in general, one day fasting with juices won't hurt you if you are healthy, if you feel great. And if I do not feel great on a day, I just slow down a little bit, this strong cleansing process. Just have a smoothie, a light soup, or a salad. Most importantly, to feel great, because when the body feels great, it heals itself by itself. It's a natural thing to do. Just need a little bit of support. And if I stress myself out, the body has different priorities. It needs to solve a problem, emergency state. Healing is not at that time. So feeling great, being gentle to self is the key here. And the idea comes from Yogini Kalaji, that's my teacher and yoga master. And she invented tree yoga, the flow yoga, the yoga flow, 1980. And since then, she has given so many people inspiration, and also for this gentle juice fasting. It's also called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. That's the name of the Facebook page you will eventually find. And I hope to see you soon.